joining me. As you can see, the Bronx Knights are 38-22. Created franchise on MLB The Show 20. They have a 4.5 game lead on the Seattle Mariners in the American League West Division. And let's get this show on the road. Let's go. Let's start it up. So 3-game set against Oakland. And the Bronx Knights won the first game 8-3. So this is the second game in the 3-game set. Play game. Okay. Play full game. We are the home team. We play at classic Yankee Stadium. It looks like it's in the rain today, which is fine. Okay. Michael O'Rourke needs a day off. It's a shame because he's hot. We'll put Max will go to center field. Hunter Renfroe will go to left. Benny, okay, so that looks good. But not Renfroe is in the wrong spot. So let's go. Benny will bat 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th. Good enough. Let's do it. Normally I play Dungeons and Dragons on this channel once a week, usually on Monday nights. But when I'm not playing D&D, I like to play video games. Live streaming video games is my new obsession. So if you also like live streaming video games, thank you so much for joining me. Please like and subscribe. Here we go. Welcome to the Bronx, New York, to watch the Oakland A's play against the Bronx Knights here at Classic Yankee Stadium. On the mound in the rain is Joey Pollard. Joey Pollard is making his 9th start of the season. His record is 6-1 with a 3.09 earned run average. And facing him will be Jackie Robinson leading off the game for 303, a homer, 20 runs batted in. He steps up for the first pitch of the game. And he slices it foul and into the seats for strike 1.
First pitch, 7-11.
Just gets a piece of the breaking ball. Again, fouls it off into the seats. The count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes on Jackie. And he pops it up just on the edge of the outfield grass. Second baseman Ramos makes the catch, 1 away. Starting lineup for the A's is Jackie Robinson leading off, Caleb Hamilton batting second, playing third base, Mickey Mantle in center field, Adam Dunn in left, Willie Stargell at first, Cal Ripken Jr. is at shortstop, Ernie Banks is the designated hitter, Max Kepler is in right, and Yasmani Grandal is batting 9th and catching for the Oakland Athletics. So Caleb Hamilton, 229, no homers, 3 RBIs. He's either an injury replacement or giving somebody a day off, and he takes strike 1 at the knees. Bronx Knights are 16 games over 500 for first place in the American League West Division. Inside, count evens 1 ball and 1 strike on Hamilton. Oh, he just gets a piece of it and serves it out into short right field for a base hit. With 1 out here in the top of the first, the A's have a base runner. Here's the replay.
The center fielder, number 7.
Just reached down and golfed it.
Mantle.
Dropped in, bloop base hit, short right field. Next up is Mickey Mantle, Yankee great, Yankee legend. And he's at the knees for strike 1. He's hitting .262 with 14 home runs here in early June. And the throw down to second is in time. Anthony Millo throws out Hamilton for the second out. Nice on the money throw. Good tag by Saps. So there are 2 outs and no one on base for Mickey Mantle. Circle change is just off the plate. The count is 1 ball and 2 strikes. Freddie Ferguson is the home plate umpire. And he pulls it high and deep but it curves foul. Count remains 1-2. Grounds it to the third baseman, Mattingly. Fires, got him. And the side is retired. Half an inning has gone by here in this game at rainy Yankee Stadium. Oakland A's, nothing. Bronx Knights coming to bat. Leading off, well, before we talk about who's leading off, Babe Ruth is on the mound for the Oakland A's. He has 12 starts under his belt, 6-2 record, 2.48 earned run average. Those are Cy Young type numbers. And he faces off against Max Luklitch to lead off the lineup. He's hitting .333 with 2 homers, 15 RBIs, and 13 stolen bases. He's a switch hitter batting from the right side against the lefty Babe Ruth. And he swings at the first pitch and skies it to short right field. Kepler makes the catch for the first out. Starting lineup for the Knights, Luklitch led off. Don Mattingly is at first base. Chris Ramos is at second. Benny Cicero's in right. Jacob Salazar is the designated hitter. Matthew Saps is at short. Matt Termini's at third. Today, Hunter Renfroe is playing in left field. And, Anthony Millo is the catcher. And here we are with Don Mattingly hitting a straight 300. And he hits it high and deep. That is Gonzo, ladies and gentlemen. Home run number 13 for Don Mattingly. A solo shot off of Babe Ruth. And just like that, the Bronx Knights have a 1-0 lead. Oh, the hitman, Donnie Baseball. Next up, Chris Ramos. Second baseman hitting .369, 21 homers, 53 runs batted in. And he pulls it foul for strike one. First in the American League second base all-star vote. Not surprising. Numbers like that. Slicing into the seats. And very quickly the count is no balls and 2 strikes on Ramos. Pitch is low, ball 1. Count is 1 ball, 2 strikes. Oakland A's are 3 games under 500. It's good for 4th place in the American League West. And he grounds it foul. And he hits it the other way, high and deep, and it is Gonzo! It's the home run number 22, back-to-back. Chris Ramos hits a solo homer, and now it's a 2-0 lead for the Bronx Knights here in New York. It just kept on going. Short porch here in right field in classic Yankee Stadium. Benny Cicero steps up. 294, 13 homers, 57 runs batted in.
Number 38.
And he swings over the top of the curveball for strike one. And he jams him in on his hands. The count falls quickly to no balls and 2 strikes. And a swing and a miss. Strike him out, throw him out for the second out of the inning. Here in the bottom of the first. Next up is Jacob Salazar. He's hitting .332 with 5 homers, 30 runs batted in. He's usually at shortstop. Today he is the designated hitter. And he hits a hard ground ball to the shortstop, throws, and gets him. Side is retired. But not before 2 solo back-to-back home runs gives the Bronx Knights an early 2-0 lead. Top of the second, Adam Dunn steps in. Shooting .234 on the season.
Adam Dunn.
At the knees for strike one. shift is on. Matt Termini is the only fielder on the left side of the infield. Swing and a miss over the top of the circle. Change count is 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Joey Pollard's first strikeout of the game. Pollard is 6-1 with a pretty decent ERA in the low 3s. He faces Willie Stargell, who is really hot in his past 10 games. Overall, he's hitting .299 with 14 homers and 40 runs batted in. He steps up with 1 out here in the top of the second. Base is empty. Pitch is low, ball 1. Swing and a miss.
1-1.
Count is 1 ball, 1 strike. Inside corner, strike 2. And he hits it, lines it, but right at the right fielder, Lo Cicero, who makes the catch for the second out. The Iron Man, Cal Ripken Jr. is having a hell of a season. 356, 13 homers, 53 runs batted in to lead the team. And he hits it high and deep to center, but Luklitch is there. He makes the catch to retire the side. So, inning and a half has been played, and the Bronx Knights lead 2-0. Bottom of the second, Matthew Saps playing shortstop today. Road Warrior hitting .378 on the road. Overall, he's hitting .257 with 11 homers and 31 runs batted in. Steps up against the Babe. And he fouls off the 2-single for strike 1. Saps is hot in his last 3 games. He's 5 for his last 11. And he fouls off the fastball. Count is no balls and 2 strikes. In the dirt, ball 1. Count is 1-2. Outside, 2-2. Got ahead 0-2. He has fallen to 3 balls and 2 strikes. The count is full. With nobody out here in the bottom of the second. And he grounds it weakly to the pitcher. Ruth Fields fires. Got him by a half a step. What a close play, but there's 1 out here in the bottom of the second. Defense for the Oakland A's in the outfield from left to right. It's Dunn, Mantle, and Kepler. And in the infield, it's Hamilton at third, Cal Ripken Jr. at short, Jackie Robinson at second, Willie Stargell at first, with Yasmani Grandal behind the plate catching. So, Matt Termini hitting .279, 4 homers, 28 runs batted in. Steps up, takes ball 1.
No strike.
Outside, ball 2. Count is 2 balls and no strikes. Matt has a modest 6-game hitting streak on the line. And he fouls off the fastball. Count is 2 balls and 1 strike on the third baseman. And it's a hard ground ball to Jackie at second. Robinson throws to first for the second out. Batting 8th is Hunter Renfroe, part-time player, giving Michael O'Rourke a day off. He's hitting .310 in limited time. Does have 2 homers. And he takes ball 1. And he pulls it foul. Count is 1 ball and 1 strike. And he hits it high and deep, but it is curving into the seats foul. Count as 1 ball and 2 strikes on Renfro. Outside, count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And he grounds it down the third base line. It's fair ball. He throws it a little on the high side, but the first baseman pulls it down to retire the side. So after 2 innings of baseball, score remains. Bronx Knights 2, Oakland A's nothing. Top of the third. Leading off is Ernie Banks, 286, 2 homers, 9 RBIs. Ernie Banks is a Hall of Fame player. He grounds it hard to Mattingly at first. He takes it himself. 1 pitch, 1 down.
The right fielder,
Max Kepler's hitting .299 with 9 homers, 32 runs batted in. Steps up with 1 out here in the top of the third. And he grounds it foul. Strike 1. It's 8 for his last 20. That's a .400 average in his last 5 games.
Ball 1.
Just misses low. Count evens 1 ball, 1 strike on Kepler. Swing and a miss out in front of the curveball. Count is 1 and 2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. There are 2 outs here in the top of the third. Joey Pollard's second strikeout.
The catcher.
Swing and a miss.
Grandal.
Yasmani Grandal, the 9-hitter, hitting $194 with a homer. Steps up for the first time. Grounds it weakly into the shift. Saps, cuts across, makes the underarm throw, and retires the side. So after 2.5 innings of play, it's the Bronx Knights 2, Oakland A's nothing. Bottom of the third, the number 9 hitter, Anthony Millo, the catcher, steps up against Babe Ruth. He's hitting .210 in the season. And it just hits him, yes. Free pass, the leadoff man is on for the Knights. Here at the top, the bottom, check at the bottom of the third. So the lineup turns over. Max Luklitch, who's playing center field today, flew out in the first. He's 0 for 1. There's a runner at first. And he pulls it high and deep. It has a chance. It's over the head and into the seats for a ground rule double. His 18th double of the season. And this runner's at second and third with no one out here in the bottom of the third. Just over the head of the fielder and into the seats. So, Don Mattingly is up yet again. He had a solo homer in the first, and he has 2 runners in scoring position with nobody out. Way out in front of the changeup for strike 1. Don Mattingly was the 1985 Most Valuable Player Award in the American League for the New York Yankees. One of my favorite players growing up. Pitch is high, ball 1, count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. Outside, ball 2, count is 2 and 1 on the hit man. Inside, ball 3, 3 and 1 hitters count. Chris Ramos is on deck. And he grounds it up the middle and through. It's a base hit. It's going to be a 2-run single for Don Mattingly. And suddenly, the Bronx Knights have a 4-0 lead here in the third.
The second baseman.
Here's the replay.
Ramos.
So Chris Ramos is up yet again. Switch hitter from the right side against the lefty. He had a solo home run back-to-back with Mattingly in the first. Inside, ball 1. So runner at first, no out. Bottom of the third. 4-0 lead for the Knights. And he grounds it into a tailor-made 4-6 6-3 double play or 6-4-3 double play. I don't remember. Bottom line is that the bases are clear and there are very quickly 2 outs on the double play by Ramos. Next up is Benny Lo Cicero, who's 0 for 1. He struck out in the first. Checks his swing. Ball. Way out in front of the change of speed. The count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike on Lo Cicero. Just gets a piece of the curveball. Count is 1-2. And he pulls it down the right field line and into the corner. It is a base hit. He's going for second. Good carom off the wall. And he's in there with a sliding double with 2 outs here in the third. That's his 13th double of the season. And the pitching coach for the A's wants to come out to the mound and have a conversation with Babe. I don't know what you could possibly tell Babe Ruth, but, you know, maybe just want to give him, you know, give the bullpen a chance to warm up. So there's a runner in scoring position with 2 outs. Jacob Salazar, 0 for 1, grounded out in the first, steps up. And he fouls off the fastball for strike 1. Swing and a miss in the dirt. Wild swing. Count is no balls and 2 strikes. 2 right-handers are warming up in the A's bullpen. Hector Neris and Chad Green. Runner leads off second. Here's the pitch. And it's lined and may fall. And amazing catch by Max Kepler in right field to retire the side and save another run. What a catch. Anyway, 3 innings complete. They get 2 more. Bronx Knights lead 4-0. Top of the 5th. Oh, check that. Top of the 4th. Number 42 himself, Jackie Robinson, popped out in the first. He's 0 for 1. And he lines it into the right field, but playable. Lo Cicero makes the catch. 1 pitch, 1 away.
Now batting, the third base.
Caleb Hamilton singled in the first. Steps in with 1 out. And he skies it to center. Luklitch is there. He makes the catch. 2 pitches, 2 outs here in the inning.
Now back.
Mickey Mantle, grounded out in the first, steps in. Grounds it to Mattingly at first. He takes it himself. 3 pitches, 3 out. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Joey Pollard. And after 3.5 innings of play, it remains a 4-run lead for the Bronx Knights. This has been this is Bronx Knights Baseball. I'm RC Robbin. Thank you for joining me. If you're still watching, please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. We usually play D&D, but right now I love video games, and baseball is my obsession. Matt Saps is the shortstop today. He's 0 for 1. Steps up against the Babe here at the bottom of the 4th. And he pulls it foul into the seats. Strike 1. Pulls it down the third base line and into the corner for a base hit. Nice recovery by the left fielder, Adam Dunn, and holds him to a single. A big turn at first, but
now batter.
Leadoff man is on at first base in Saps. Babe Ruth, 3 innings, 6 hits, 4 earned runs. It's not a prototypical start for the Babe, that's for sure. So Matt Termini, the third baseman, steps up. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 4th, runner at first. He grounds it weakly to the third baseman, who turns and fires to second for 1. Back to first, not in time. It's a fielder's choice. 5 to 4, 5 to 6. Anyway, I don't know. Point is, the runner at second is out. There's 1 out here in the 4th. Back up, Hunter Renfroe steps in. He's grounded out in the second. This is his second plate appearance. Pitch out, but nothing doing. Ball one. Quick throw over to first. Terminating is back. Crowd doesn't like it. Outside, ball two. Count as 2 balls and no strikes on ready throw. Quick throw. He's back in time. Again, another throw. Willie Stargell slaps the tag, but his hand's in there. And he hits it high and deep, but curves just foul. Count as 2 balls and 1 strike on Renfroe. Again, another throw over to first. The crowd is beginning to get impatient. 2-1 count, 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th. And again, he pulls it foul. Count as 2 balls and 2 strikes. Out in front of the change of speed. Outside, count is full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Will the runner be in motion? I don't think so. I think he'll stay put, but you never know. Swing and a miss. The pitch outside. It would have been ball 4, but it's a second strikeout for the Babe. So Millo steps in. No official at bat. He was hit by the pitch in his first at bat. Checks his swing. Is in the dirt, blocked nicely by Yasmani Grandal. Termini leads off first. Quick throw to first. He's back. Pitch out, nothing doing. Count is 2 balls, no strikes. And he's off with the pitch, called strike, and he is in there, Termini with the stolen base. And with 2 outs, they now have a runner in scoring position. Stolen on the pitcher. So, Termini leads off second. Count is 2-1. And he skies it to shallow right field. Kepler is there, he makes the catch to retire the side. So 4 innings of baseball are complete. And it's still a 4-0 lead for the Bronx Knights. Top of the 5th, Adam Dunn is 0 for 1. He steps up against Joey Pollard and takes strike 1. Swinging and miss, the circle change, strike 2. Strike 3 looking inside corner, and there's 1 out here in the top of the 5th. Team ERA leaders in the American League. As you can see, the best pitching staff in the American League belongs to the Tampa Bay Rays at 4.14. Knights are in the middle of the pack. Athletics are also on the list. Willie Stargell, he's 0 for 1 with a line out in the 2nd. Steps in against Pollard. Swing. Check the swing, but it's a strike regardless. I don't remember what team Willie Stargell played for. I think it was the Pittsburgh Pirates, I think. Swinging to miss at the knuckle curve, and the count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes on Stargell. Fouls it back to the screen. Count remains 0-2. I think Willie Stargell was the Pittsburgh Pirates. I think. Grounds a foul. Just gets a piece to stay alive. Count is 0-2. Swing and a miss. Two-seamer, strike 3. There are 2 down here in the 5th. Joey's 4th strikeout.
Now batting. Shortstop.
Right down the middle. Just flat out missed it. Looked like it went right through the bat. Cal Ripken Jr. 0 for 1. Takes strike 1, outside corner. Joey is on fire. Circle change, jams him on the inside. Count falls to no balls and 2 strikes on Cal. And he skies it to straightaway center. Luklitch is there to make the catch and retire the side. 4.5 inning complete. It's still 4-0 Knights. Max Luklitch, the leadoff man, playing center field today, had a double and scored a run. He's 1 for 2.
Number 39.
Pitch is low, ball 1. And he pulls it down the line and is into the corner for a base hit. It'll probably be a double. The throw to second is a strong one, but not in time. And Luklitch has his 19th double of the season. Doubles leaders is obviously leading the team.
Mattingly.
So, runner at second. Don Mattingly is 2 for 2. And Oakland manager has seen enough. He's taking the ball out of the Babe's hand. Coming in out of the bullpen is Hector Neris, making his 35th appearance. It's only June. He's got 35 appearances. His record is 3-2. He does have a save. His ERA is 4.09. And he gets to face Mattingly with nobody out and a runner in scoring position. He already has 3 RBIs today. Splitter right on the edge for strike 1. Chance for RBI number 4 with a single. Low ball 1, count evens 1 ball and 1 strike. Donnie Baseball has a 368 average with runners in scoring position. Outside, 2 balls, 1 strike on Mattingly. Luklitch leads off second. 3-1 count, hitters count. Ramos is on deck. And he hits it shallow right field. He makes the catch. The runner's tagging. Will he beat the throw? Yes, he will. The throw was offline. And we now have Luklitch at third with less than 2 outs. So at least it was a productive out. Chris Ramos is 1 for 2 with a solo homer in the first. He has Luklitch 90 feet away. Outside ball 1. Another hitter who hits well with runners in scoring position, 365. High ball 2, count is 2 balls and no strikes on Ramos. And it will fall into center. It's an RBI single for Ramos, and the score is 5-0 Knights.
Now batting, number 30.
Runs scored entering play. The Knights are third, 359 runs so far. The Rays lead the league with 380. Benny Cicero steps in. He's 1 for 2. And he pulls it down the line, and it is just foul. Just missed that line. He had a double in the third. He was making a bid for a second double, but it was not to be. There's 1 strike on him now. 1 out here in the bottom 5th. Right at the corner of the count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes on Cicero. Outside ball 1, count is 1-2. And he pulls it, but it will curve into the seats, a foul ball. Count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1 out, runner leads off first as Ramos. Cicero steps in the dirt, blocked by Grandal, and makes a arbitrary throw down to first. Not necessary. The count is 2 balls and 2 strikes on Cicero. And he pulls it and makes a bid for a homer, but at the last minute he curves foul. A little out in front. Count still remains 2-2. And he swings and misses at the change of speed. And there are 2 outs. Had him out in front.
Now back
Here's the
the
replay.
designated hitter, Jacob Salazar.
Jacob Salazar steps in now from the left side against the righty Harris, a switch hitter. 0 for 2 today. 1 for 6 in the series so far. Pitches outside for ball 1. There are 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. On the corner, strike 1, count is 1-1 on Salazar. Swings out and over the top of the split finger fastball. Count is quickly 1 ball and 2 strikes on Salazar. A little behind on the fastball. Foul ball. Ramos leads off first. Outside, count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Having a look at classic Yankee Stadium, which was knocked down in 2008 to make way for the new Yankee Stadium. Low, 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner will be in motion here at the bottom of the 5th.
That's outside.
And that's outside, ball 4. And we have runners at first and second here with 2 outs.
Now batting, number 31.
Matt Saps had a single in the 4th inning. He's 1 for 2. He's a runner in scoring position. Takes it high for ball 1. And he grounds it just foul down the third base line. Strike 1. Neris is struggling a little bit this inning, throwing a lot of pitches. And again, he pulls it foul down the third base line and into the seats. Count is 1 ball, 2 strikes on Matthew Saps. And this time he grounds it into play. Third baseman steps on third to retire the side. So it's an official ball game. 5 innings have been played, and the Bronx Knights pick up another run on the RBI single by Ramos, and they lead 5-0. Top of the 6th. Ernie Banks grounded out in the 3rd, steps up for. And he slices it down the right field line and into the corner. It is a base hit. Good carom off the wall. Cicero throws it back in and holds him to a single. They have a runner on first to lead off the inning. Joey Pollard, 5 innings, only 2 hits. That was his 2nd hit. No earned runs, no walks. It's been a spotless game up to this point. Max Kepler's 0 for 1. And he golfs it, but into the seats for strike 1. He struck out in the 3rd inning. He's 0 for 1. And he pops it up, but again into the stands for strike number 2. Just gets a piece of the 2-seamer, staying alive. Curveball inside, ball 1. Count is 1-2 on Kepler. And he skies it to medium center field. Max Luklitch is there. And he makes the catch for the 2nd out. No, check that. The 1st out of the inning. Runner does not advance. The number 9 hitter, Yasmani Grandal, is 0 for 1. Ground out in the 3rd. Takes strike one. And he skies it again to center field. Luklitch in time makes the catch. There are 2 down. Joey is cruising. 5 2/3 innings, no runs, 2 hits. Jackie Robinson popped out. He lined out. He's 0 for 2. And he smashes it past the lunge of the third baseman Termini. It's a base hit for Jackie Robinson. And there's runners at first and second with 2 outs here in the top of the 6th. Might be the first time they've had a runner past second base, past first base. So, Caleb Hamilton singled in the first. He's 1 for 2. He's got a runner in scoring position. And he fouls off the 2-seamer for strike 1. 2 for 6 in this series so far. And he pops it up behind the plate in foul territory. Oh! Anthony Millo lets it fall and gives him new life. There are 2 strikes, but this inning should be over. Swing and a miss, strike 3, no harm, no foul. Side is retired. Joey Pollard has pitched 6 shutout innings. And after 5.5 innings of play, we lead 5-0.
Your attention, please.
Taking over pitching duties on the mound for the Oakland Athletics is Chad Green, making his 20th appearance of the season. He's 1-1 with a 4.36 earned run average. Leading off against him in the bottom of the 6th is Matt Termini. He's 0 for 2. He does have a stolen base today.
Number 79.
Swings and misses at the slider. Count is no balls and 1 strike. Down the middle, strike 2. Count is 0-2. And he smashes it the other way. It's a base hit heading towards the gap. He's going for second. The throw, he slides. He's in there with a leadoff double. Termini's 13th double of the season. He's now 1 for 3 on the game. Hunter Renfroe steps up. He is 0 for 2. There's a pitcher warming in the... Oh, wait. Lines it, but right at the left fielder. 1 pitch, 1 out. Renfroe is retired. As I was saying, there's a right-hander warming up in the Oakland Athletics bullpen. Here's the replay. Hit it right on the nose, but the right fielder, Adam Dunn, barely had to move. So, Anthony Millo is up. He was hit by a pitch today and scored a run, but officially he's 0 for 1. So runner in scoring position here in the bottom of the 6th with 1 out. And he slices it. It's a base hit. The runner cannot advance. It's first and third. The runner does not score, I mean, on the hard single to right field. Lineup turns over. 2 for 3, Max Luklitch. 2 doubles, 2 runs scored. He has runners on first and third. And he skies it to shallow right field. He's tagging. The throw to the plate is not in time. It's up the line. It's a sacrifice fly for Max Luklitch, and the score is 6-0. Don Mattingly steps up to the plate. He is 2 for 3 with a homer, a single. He has a runner at first with 2 outs. And he swings and misses at the high fastball, strike 1. Checks the swing, the pitch is low, count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. And he pops him up behind the plate. Grandal behind the plate, up the third base line, makes the catch to retire the side. But not before they get another run on the sac fly. And at the end of 6 innings of play, it's the Bronx Knights 6, Oakland A's nothing. Top of the 7th, Mickey Mantle steps up to the plate. He's 0 for 2. Joey Pollard, only 52 pitches. He's cruising. The first pitch is past the lunge of Matthew Saps into center field for a base hit. I thought he had a chance to. I guess he didn't have the range, but so they lead off with a single. Adam Dunn steps up, runner at first, here in the top of the 7th. Strike one at the knees. Struck out twice. Smashes it to center. It is a base hit. So they lead off the top of the 7th with 2 hard singles. And they have runners at first and second with nobody out against Joey Pollard. Next up is Willie Stargell. He's 0 for 2. Strike one, inside corner. Swing and a miss out in front of the circle. Change count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes. Fouls it off. Count remains no balls, 2 strikes on Willie Stargell, the first baseman. And he lines it towards the gap, and it will fall. Oh, stumbling attempt. Oh no, it got stuck in his glove. It's going to be an RBI single for Willie Stargell, and the score is 6-1. So still nobody out here. It's getting a little crazy. This could get out of hand. So let's go to the bullpen. Let's warm up Jonathan Holder and Caleb Smith, just in case things get out of hand. Cal Ripken steps up. Strike one, inside corner. He's 0 for 2. Circle change on the outside corner. 2 strikes on Cal Ripken. Just gets a piece of the knuckle curve to stay alive. Count remains no balls and 2 strikes. And he pops him up in the infield. Infield fly rule. The pitcher comes out of nowhere to make the catch. Joey Pollard taking initiative. And there's 1 out here in the top of the 7th. Ernie Banks had a single in the 6th. He's 1 for 2. 2 runners on. Strike one at the knees. Generous call. I thought that was low, but count is 0-1. Again, low strike, but strike nonetheless. The count is 0-2 on Ernie Banks. Swing and a miss, inside fastball, and there are 2 outs. It's Joey's 6th strikeout of the game.
Now
here it is in real time.
The right fielder.
Oof.
Max Kepler.
Kepler, I don't know. 0 for 2. And he grounds it weakly to the second baseman. This should retire the side. So they do get a run here in the top of the 7th. The score is 6-1. Get up and stretch, ladies and gentlemen. It is time for the 7th inning stretch. Bronx Knights lead by 5. Stretch. I didn't get up, but whatever.
Your attention, please.
Taking over pitching for the A's is Trevor May, making his 30th appearance. He's 1-1 with a 5.40 earned run average. He gets to face Chris Ramos, who's 2 for 3 with 2 RBIs and a homer in the first.
The second baseman, Chris Ramos.
Inside, ball 1. And he jams him in on his hands right in front of home plate. Grandal is there. He makes the catch for the first down.
Now batter.
Benny Cicero had a double in the third inning. He's 1 for 3. Steps up with 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th. And he swings over the top of the changeup for strike 1. Line drive to center. It is a base hit for Benny Cicero, his second of the ball game. And with 1 out in the 7th, they have a base runner.
The batter, number 3, designated hitter.
Small leg kick. One-handed swing. Out of the box quickly. Jacob Salazar steps up. A lot of speed over there at first base. And he grounds it towards the hole and through for a base hit. And there are runners at first and second with 1 out. Ground ball with eyes.
Number 31.
Matt Sapp's 1 for 3. There's a runner in scoring position. Outside, ball 1. He's 3 for 6 in the series with a homer. It's low in the dirt, but blocked nicely. Count is 2 balls and no strikes. Right at the knees. Strike 1. Jams him in on his hands. Stargell in foul territory on the first base line makes the catch for the 2nd out. And Saps is retired.
Now batting, number 79.
Matt Termey's 1 for 3 with a double. There are 2 outs here in the 7th. Pitch is high and outside, ball 1. And he skies it to short right field. Kepler is there. He makes the catch to retire the side. So, 7 innings of baseball have been played. The score is 6-1 Knights. So it's the top of the 8th. Top of the 8th is where you have to start wondering about whether or not you get somebody going. So you got these guys warming up. They'll come in just in case things go haywire. Swing and a miss by Grandal. He's 0 for 2 today. Count is no balls and 1 strike. Smashes it. Nice stop by, can he make, he could not get out of his glove. He hit it right into the shift, but he hit it hard, not right at Ramos. Ramos in short right field almost made the play, but not quite. It's called a base hit by the official scorer. So there's a runner at first at the top of the 8th inning. And Jackie Robinson fouls it off, slices it into the seats for strike 1. He's 1 for 3 today. Inside ball 1, count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. 50,530 is in attendance here at Classic Yankee Stadium. That's basically a sellout. Oh, it's a pop-up. Oh, it goes right through. The throw to second is in time. I would have no idea how to score that. Bottom line is it almost was a disaster, but nice throw by Cicero on the money. Got the lead runner, and there's 1 out with a runner at first. So, Caleb Hamilton had a single in the first inning, but he's 1 for 3, steps up. And he serves it opposite way. Cicero makes the catch for the 2nd out. The runner holds it first, and there are 2 outs. Pitcher comparison between Babe and Joey Pollard. As you can see, Joey's still pitching, so his record is not clean, but there's an obvious edge for the Knights. Babe Ruth, single run scored. He's 1 for 3. Very easily put the ball out of the ballpark. 2-seamer is low. I have a feeling that no matter what happens, this will be the last batter that Pollard will face in this game. It's a line drive. It is just foul for strike one. That was almost a two-run, almost an RBI double. Count as 1 ball and 1 strike. Grounds it at Ramos. Finally, he fields, fires, got him. 8 innings pitched, no runs for Joey Pollard. Will he come out in the 9th and pitch a complete game? No, I'm sorry. It's 6-1. I don't know where my brain went on that one. Matt Bowman steps on the mound for the A's to pitch the bottom of the 8th. He's pitched in 19 games. His record is 3-5 with a 7.71 earned run average. Ooh, disgusting. Hold on a second. Manager, bullpen. 8 innings, 1 run is enough. Lefty, lefty, righty. Caleb Smith will come in. Scheduled to put him in the game. Okay. Renfroe is up. And he's out in front of the slider for strike 1. Active bullpen for the A's, Yohan Lopez and Aaron Bummer. Aaron Bummer, interesting name. It's a line drive to center, deep, but playable. As the center fielder Mickey Mantle makes the catch in the first out. Anthony Miller is a single and a run scored. He's 1 for 2 today. Pulls it down the third base line into the corner. It is a base hit. He makes the turn. He's going for second. The strong throw to second base is in time. It's a single and a strong throw put out at second base for Bowman. Well, bases are empty with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th. Max Luklitch is up, and he takes strike 1 on the outside corner. He's 4 for 7 in this series so far. And he slices it to center. Will it fall? No, it will not, because an Hall of Fame All-Star level play by Mickey Mantle makes the catch in short center field to retire the side. So, 8 innings complete, last licks for the Oakland A's. They need 5 runs to tie. Do I want to change pitchers? Yes, I do. Joey Pollard's day is done. Caleb Smith takes over to pitch to the 9th, 16th appearance. His record is 1-0 with a 2.79 earned run average. And stepping up with nobody out here in the 9th inning for the A's, Adam Dunn, who is 1 for 3. And he hits a line drive to center field, but it is corralled because of the switch. Matthew Saps, right behind the second base bag, throws him out for the first out of the 9th. Joey Pollard, 8 innings, 7 hits, 1 earned run, no walks, 6 strikeouts. If the score stays the way it is, he will get his 7th victory of the season. He'll be 7-1. So, Billy Stargell is up. Caleb deals. And he fouls it for strike. Swing and a miss at the 2-seamer. Count is 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3, 2 outs in the inning. The A's are down to their final out. Cal Ripken Jr. is 0 for 3 today. Steps in against Caleb. And he grounds it past the diving attempt by Ramos at second base and into right field. So with 2 outs here in the 9th inning, the Iron Man gets himself a single. Next up is Ernie Banks, who singled in the 6th. Strike 1. Outside, ball 1. Strike 2, they're down to their final strike. And he dunks it short right field. Ramos makes the catch to retire the side and end the game. The Bronx Knights win 6-1. Joey Pollard is the pitcher of record. He gets the win. He's got seven wins on the season. And that, if I'm not mistaken, is the 39th win for the Bronx Knights. I think they're 39-22 at this point. after 61 games. Let's do this the right way. The final analysis. Bronx Knights, 6 runs, 13 hits, no errors. Oakland A's, 1 run, 8 hits, no errors. The win goes to Joey Pollard, the loss to Babe Ruth. And, of course, Joey is the player of the game. 8 innings, 7 hits, no 1 earned run, and 6 strikeouts. So that was a presentation of Bronx Knights baseball. I am RC Robbin. Thank you for joining me. I really appreciate it. Please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel and poke your head back in at a later date. Not only do I play with the Bronx Knights, but I also am doing a season now with the entire Marvel's Avengers. The name of the team is the Avengers, and all the players are basically represented by the actors who play in the Marvel's universe. Robert Downey Jr., Chris Evans, Chris Hemsworth, so on and so forth. So hopefully you'll catch a game or two of that. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate it. Have yourself a great evening. And Merry Christmas.